Hello everybody, welcome to Pokemon Leafgreen version, the Pokedex playthrough. We're starting off the new year, and I want to get back into making videos properly, and that's what this series is going to be about. We're going to be going through the entire Pokemon franchise, hopefully, from Generation 1 onwards, and we're going to be trying to complete the Pokedex as much as we possibly can without using any cheats or anything. And yeah, we're going to be starting in the game I know probably the best about where everything is, and that is Pokemon Leafgreen version. If this series goes well, maybe in the future we'll do it properly and we'll actually try and get them all on the newer games. Like we can do Let's Go Pikachu, and eventually I'd like to try Scarlet and Violet and such, but we'll get to all that later. So let's go. Pokemon Leaf Green version. The various buttons, we know all this. You guys know how to play Pokemon. If you don't, this is probably not the playthrough for you. Because I'm not going to be playing through this as if it's like a, as a tutorial to play the game. I'm going into this assuming you guys know a good bit about Pokemon already. You know all the basics. But this is a Pokedex playthrough, which means that we're going to be trying to catch all the Pokemon and obtain them all. This doesn't mean I'm going to be able to get them all fully on screen because it will take ages to actually grind them all up on camera. I will obviously be grinding. Normally I won't be using any cheating to get a bunch of rare candies or anything. But I think it would be ridiculous to showcase all of that, unless you guys want to see that to show that I don't cheat. We're going to call him Gary, by the way, because that's how I've always seen him. I'm an anime fan at heart. If he isn't Gary, I know a lot of people call him Blue, and I think Blue is also just as good. But I don't know, because of my because of how much I like the anime, that's always been my preferred name for him. Let's pick up this potion, let's just get a move on. I have a little bit of an idea of the team I'd like to use in this playthrough, and I want to try and get use some Pokemon I don't really get to use that frequently in my normal playthroughs. I've got a couple of ideas, although some of them aren't obtainable for quite a while, which means I've got to pick up some kind of Pokemon early-ish on here, so I don't forget to, just not solo run, because the only two real ideas I have, they're late game. Well, not late game, they're mid game. As for the starter though, I already know which one I'm going to pick. We're going to go all the way to the end here and pick Charmander, which is probably the harder option of the three. I'm not going to give him a nickname for now, but we'll get to a point where we can change it later. If you guys have any name suggestions for Charmander, let me know. But it's time to battle Gary. That's the first thing that we've got to do here. We go straight into a battle with him. And he's obviously picked the one that's strong against us. With a potion, we literally can't lose. Unless he gets, stupid luck. Which really, it wouldn't surprise me to see him get a bunch of good luck and just start landing 5 critical hits in a row. Okay, he gets the exact opposite of the good luck. He gets the worst luck possible. He's already missed once and he's resorted to tail whipping. He missed once and just decided, oh well, no point in trying that again. I think we're going to get through this quite cleanly. One more shot and we are through. Very nice. So, literally, I'm on the spot trying to come up with other team suggestions. Other team, people I can add to the team. I got one idea, but I can't get it for quite a bit. Well, not quite a bit. I can get it after the first gym, which would imply that I need to go through the first gym with, just Charmander, which I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how possible that's gonna be. So we may have to get a temporary team member until then. And I've already got a good idea of how we're gonna do that. I mean, we're gonna be catching every Pokemon anyway, so it makes sense. And we're gonna be evolving them too. So it makes sense that we're going to be catching the odd other Pokemon and training them up anyway. May as well train up one of our guys to be able to beat the gym. While Pokemon here were from level 2 to 4, actually I think level 2 to 5, I think you can find a level 5 Pidgey on here, which is just crazy. We'll take him down. One of the things that's kind of important to know is that there's actually going to be a lot of instances where we can just simply catch the evolved forms in the wild later. And that's probably what I'm going to be doing, because I don't really think it's necessary for me to catch and train a bunch of Pokemon and waste my time if I'm trying to complete the Pokedex. Like, for example, Mankey. I can catch a Mankey. I don't need to evolve it because I'm pretty sure Primeape is obtainable in Victory Road. I think the same deal with like evolving Spearow. You can get a Fearow in the wild, I think, on the like Sevi Islands, and I think on the way to Victory Road as well. So there's a lot of Pokemon like that where we can catch their evolved forms elsewhere. The only exception to that will of course be the Pokemon I choose to use on the team. Alright, we got the parcel. We want to get some Pokeballs, but unfortunately we can't do that yet, so we gotta go deliver this parcel instead. Just realizing I didn't heal, and my team, my Charmander, although he has Ember now, probably isn't really at the best health to be dealing with stuff like this, so we're gonna avoid the grass on the way back. Because I don't really want to lose at any point. There we go, we're back home. We'll heal up at our mum's house after we've delivered the parcel, because then we get the Pokeballs. And the quest to complete the Pokedex can officially begin. Alrighty. I am confused why he says the custom Pokeball. What does the custom Pokeball mean? He says, it's the custom Pokeball I ordered. But what does that mean? Like, what's custom about it? Is it like a Premier Ball? Is it a Master Ball? Did he just get a customized Pokeball, like, decorated just for him? The Oak Ball? But now he's too old, he can't do all this. So he's getting us to do it for him. Alright, let's go make an old man's dream come true. But first, how are we gonna get around the region without knowing where we're going? We gotta get a town map. Because I clearly have no idea how to play this game. We will never use this. Although there are games later where I will probably need to use that because I can't remember anything about getting around the regions. Like, Black and White onwards, I'm clueless. I literally remember nothing. XY especially, I'm completely clueless. Like, I don't remember anything about X and Y. Alright, time to start catching the Pokemon. We don't need to worry about their levels too much because we're not really going to be using either of the two Pokemon that can be caught on this route. Like as mainstays on the team. So we're just going to weaken Pidgey here. I'll at the very least show myself catching all the Pokemon. Oh god, that was... Yeah, I nearly just threw the town map at it, covered its eyes. I was like, that'd be like Ash Ketchum style to try and catch things, because I think he did something similar to that in the first episode of the anime. Didn't he, like, use a cloth or something to try and, like, suffocate a bird? I mean, clearly that worked out great. Alright, that's one Pokemon caught already, because there's another one we can catch on this route. If I don't catch it here, I'm not too concerned, though, because there's another chance on the left. Nope, no bird. I will take this down. Just because I want the experience. Could always use a little bit more experience on the go. Especially with the first gym being rock type. But yeah, we'll probably be doing a lot of off-screen training, but all the catches will be done on-screen. Because, you know, I think that's just fair. Anyways, before we head north, we gotta go left here. And we gotta catch 3 new Pokemon. Actually, yeah, we gotta catch 3 new Pokemon, and one of them we are going to have to catch 2 of. There's the one where we could have gone on the last route, but it didn't show up. Throw some fires at it. Probably set the whole forest on fire in the meantime, but that's okay. I'm sure they'll understand. I really should have bought more Pokeballs before I did this, because if any of them break out, I am in a bit of trouble. I have like the ability for one to break out before I have concerns. Alright, let's catch the other two. And we also got to get another one. There's another one. There's Mankey. Only level 2, so Ember will probably kill it. Looks like we can get off 2 scratches. Very good. It's doing some damage on me, but he's very weak now, so this should be an easy catch. Oh, come on. I completely jinxed myself. Now I actually need to go and get some Pokeballs. Because I now don't have enough to catch the 2 of the last Pokemon. Well, at least we got Mankey. That's 1 down. Another added to the Pokedex. The running shoes would be a big help, but unfortunately we don't get those until after the first gym for some reason. It's like, you know, I love this game. I've played it so many times. It's just such an easy game for me to play, just casually, if I'm ever bored. Like, I can just use a whole different combination of teams. I don't know, it's just it kind of brings me back a bunch of nostalgia. You know, I'm just catching Pokemon. I might as well get all of them, because I don't need money for anything else. Right, I'll do. Dun, 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 dun. Alrighty, and now we gotta see if we can find our last one. As I was saying, like, there's a lot of praise I have for this game because it's one of my favorites, and it was the first Pokemon game I ever played. But my one complaint with it is, why do you get the running shoes so late? Like, it makes no sense for you to get the running shoes as late as you do, and I just don't understand it. Everything else about the game is great. Alright, in order to not waste time, Spearow is the Pokemon we're going to be catching 2 of. We need one for a trade later on. I'm not going to get that one on camera because obviously, like, we've already got one here, and Spearow's the rarest encounter on this route, so I'm just going to leave it there. But we will come back off camera for one of these. But that's all the Pokemon at this point that we can capture. So we're doing good, but there's still quite a few more that we can get up north. I think there's 3 more, and we just need to get their evolutions, which we're probably just going to get here. Like this is probably the one exception where I actually will evolve the Pokemon. Purely because, although you can get Caterpie and Weedle's secondary evolutions later, they won't have any attacking moves, and it'll make it much harder to level them up. So because of that, we're just going to be evolving them from their base forms all the way to their final forms. I mean, it's just level 10, so it's not a big deal. This guy's going to show us how to catch a Pokemon, even though we've just caught about 4 of them. So I guess we can sit back and watch how this goes. I'm sure he'll do an excellent job. See, this is the kind of luck that I need. Like, the bug's at full health, he has a single Pokeball. And what do you know? Flawless. Just looked into the man's eyes and was like, okay, can't be messing with this guy. That was very educational, and just in case we didn't get how that worked, a TGTV has been given to us, which we will never use. Unless you want a video of me using the TGTV and going through all of that, because I think the further you go through the game, you get more, stuff. You get more shows, more channels added to the TGTV. Here's Viridian Forest. There's a hidden antidote, if you didn't know that was here. There's a bunch of hidden items in this game, and I know the location of a good few of them thanks to doing a couple speedruns and watching a bunch of videos and just playing through the game myself. Hopefully I'll be able to show all of those off as the game goes on. I would love to be able to showcase all of the hidden items that I know of. I'll try and get as many of them as I can. It's Caterpie, one of the Pokemon we're going to be trying to evolve into Butterfree and I was going to say Butterfree and Metapod, but it's Metapod and Butterfree in that order. There are 2 other Pokemon in here we need to catch. One of them is fairly common, the other not so much. It's quite rare. Oh, sorry. Hit the mic. There's the evolved form of the other one we're after, which is a surprising find. I wasn't expecting to see you here. I think Kakuna is actually the rarest thing in this entire forest, aside from maybe Pikachu. But hey, I'm not going to catch Kakuna like straight up like that. There's no point. It only knows Harden. It's just a nice bulk of EXP for us. There's a Pokeball. I'm going to stick around in the grass and see if we can encounter the other Pokemons we want. Otherwise, we're probably just going to burn everything else to the ground. If we don't get the Pokemon while I'm in here today, that's fine. I would just try and find them off camera and record myself catching them then. Because we gotta make some progress through this forest for now. That is the priority for me, as we make some progress and catch everything. There's Weedle. Level 5, which is very, very nice. Makes me very happy. Okay, I don't really want it to poison me. I'm gonna back that it's low enough now for me to catch, because, I mean, the old man called it at full health. We should be able to catch it when it's like half health. Yeah, there we go. Okay, you see? The tutorial did help us. Alright. We are up to date on the Pokedex, aside from one Pokemon, which we will maybe find as we venture through the forest, but I would be surprised. It's probably going to take me a lot of adventuring to find it. But you know, if it comes at us, we will absolutely, well, try and catch it. Until then, though, we've got loads of bug catchers we need to take care of, and we're going to burn them all alive. This is how Charmander's going to get all of his experience. We have a full team of 6 now. Alright, one bug critical hit. Wow, you went into overdrive there a little bit, buddy. That's one critical hit that we really didn't need. You just went a little bit overboard there. How about this one? Try again. Okay, not as crazy. I guess he just really doesn't like Weedles. I'll take a level up though. Caterpie can't hack it. I feel like there's got to be a meme out there of like that guy saying, "No, Caterpie can't hack it," and then it's just Caterpie, like it's just an image of Caterpie on a computer trying to perform some kind of hack. All right, burn it. No critical hit that. No critical hit this time. Maybe Charmander's easing up on the Weedles now. Maybe. Nope, okay, no, he definitely hasn't. Wow. He really has not eased up on the Weedles at all. He really just wants to keep burning them to the ground with lots of critical hits. There's another Ember. Alright, no, okay. Weedle's okay. Alright. We're doing good. We're making our way through the forest. Here is another antidote. Pick that up. Lots of items in this forest. A lot of just nice free items which we will probably need to use against Brock. So then here's another bug catcher which we can burn. This is just going to be Charmander's burning ambitions. Instead of the episode from the anime, which was what, Charizard's burning ambitions, now it's Charmander's burning ambitions. And by burning ambitions, instead of wanting to be better, it's just burning all the bugs to the ground. There will be no forest left once this episode is done. So yeah, we're not going to be going through the whole game with this whole game with Charmander. We're not even going to be going to the first gym with just Charmander because that's a suicide mission. We will train up another team member, maybe two, in order for us to have a better shot at beating Brock because we really need it. Because if we get hit by like one or two rock tombs that his Onyx has, we are in danger. But yeah, this first episode for me is just going to be getting through the forest, catching all the Pokemon that we've caught so far, and just introducing to the series. Let's just burn this bug real quick. I'll probably cut out wild encounters as time goes on as well. For this first episode, I don't really need to. They're just simple, like, quick kills. I'll also try and fight all the wild Pokemon I can, because I would like to, like, stay on a good experience curve, even though I'll probably, like, do a bunch of grinding off camera later anyway. I think it's important to stay at a good level, and the best way to do that is to keep battling all the Pokemon and getting experience as we go. There's level 12. We may get to 13 and get our Steel-type Metal Claw move before we even get to Brock. That's going to be a huge advantage if we can. Especially if all these guys keep giving us a good amount of experience. We got one more Metapod to face, which is guaranteed to give us a lot. Or at least for what is... At least it's a lot considering where we are in the game right now. Yep, we're absolutely going to get Metal Claw first. Brilliant. Alrighty, let us head back down this path. Okay, we'll cut that wild encounter out, sure. We'll start cutting them out now, I think. I think we've used up enough time just goofing off and talking about literally anything else. There's a potion there, and there's also a potion right here. Here is the final boss of this silly forest, and guess what he has? It's Charmander's favorite meal. A Weedle! To be fair, it's level 9, which is, like, actually, like, quite high. But he's nothing. You're nothing, you hear me? Nothing to the power of fire. There's Metal Claw. A very, very helpful move against rock types. Alrighty, we've made it through. And now we will be heading into Pewter City. And that will be that for today's episode. So, thank you all for watching today's episode. Next time, we're going to be beating Brock's, purely just so we can get the running shoes, really, because, my god, we really need that. And we'll be unlocking the ability for a lot more Pokemon. Next time you see me, we will be, hopefully, encountering a Pikachu. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.